Too many people will go around holding grudges against people, whether it's family or friends or ex significant others, without forgiveness in their hearts. And then they wonder why they're so miserable. If you really want peace, if you really want to move forward with your life, you should forgive someone. How many times should we forgive? Well, according to Jesus, we should forgive 70 times 7, or if you want to do the math, 490 times. But that doesn't mean that we should stop forgiving others after the 490th time. There are no limits to forgiving, no matter how many times a person has sinned. Jesus has forgiven all of us for every sin that we've committed and every sin that we are going to commit. Jesus is always going to forgive us. We should not be holding grudges, and we should not walk around without forgiveness in our hearts for those who have done us wrong. And just because you forgive someone does not mean that you excuse their behavior. You don't even have to talk to that person ever again, but you'd always forgive that person from the bottom of your heart. Because if you can't forgive someone, then how can Jesus forgive us? He's paid a hefty price for all of our sins when he died on the cross. So that being said, he was willing to die for all of us, for all of our sins, which means he has forgiven all of us. So all he really wants is for us to be able to forgive one another for all the wrongdoing that was done. Mark 11:25 says, "And whenever you stand praying, forgive if you have anything against anyone, so that your Father, who is also in heaven, may forgive you for your trespasses." Luke 6:37 says, "Judge not, and you will not be judged. Condemn not, and you will not be condemned. Forgive, and you will be forgiven." And it's that simple. If you're not forgiving, you're passing judgment. But just keep in mind that when you don't forgive someone, you have no right to say to anyone not to judge or condemn you, because you're doing that to yourself. Matthew 18 verses 21 and 22 says, "Then Peter came up and said to him, 'Lord, how often will my brother sin against me, and I forgive him? As many as 7 times?' Jesus said to him, 'I do not say to you 7 times, but 70 times 7. Again, with the 70 times 7, it does not mean that you stop there. It means that your forgiveness is without limit. And there's one thing I forgot to mention. If you want the Lord's forgiveness, you should ask him for it. Don't assume that he's going to forgive you if you're not asking for it.